before the ringer, the path of destruction Kawhi has rendered since leaving the Spurs is a testament to his talent and power. He ended the Warriors dynasty as we know it, folded the current iteration of the Thunder, and perhaps even set up the Clippers to be the more popular, or at least more successful team in Los Angeles. Kawhi is the most powerful man in the NBA. Ooh. Big words there. We are joined by FS1 NBA analyst Steven Jackson. Steven, do you agree? Is Kawhi the most powerful man in the league right
I came with my Uncle Shay Shay glasses on today, so I'm going to kind of be Uncle Shay Shay. Absolutely not. The king is still... The king is still on the throne. One championship, having 1 year of leading the team to the finals is not enough to dethrone LeBron James. LeBron James is still, the Lakers are still a team to beat, even more now with Anthony Davis. LeBron has been doing this for a long time, and you can't dethrone the king in 1 year. I think if Kawhi leads the Clippers to the championship, then maybe we'll start talking about it, but LeBron is still on the throne.
Still. Everybody know this, Skip. Everybody know this except you. Because you, I mean, for like 10 seconds, you like, yeah, that old backstabbing, low-down, dirty Kawhi. And he like, oh, he gonna get drunk. Oh, I like Kawhi. Kawhi.
I didn't say that.
I never heard you say that.
I said he went low-down backstabbing on LeBron. That's what I said.
The thing, my problem, what I have, I hated how she started. No, I don't know her. But you can't say he dethroned. Injuries dethroned Golden State.
Right.
Kevin Durant ruptured his Achilles.
I agree.
Klay Thompson tore his ACL.
I agree.
That had way more effect, damaging effect on that dynasty coming to an end than Kawhi. Stop on everybody that watch. If you watch, let's just say you know nothing about basketball. If you watch the last 3 to 4 years of basketball, if you honestly think that Toronto would have beaten a healthy Golden State, you out all your mind.
Right.
We know that. Skip. We know this also. When you're a free agent, when teams are lining up to try to recruit you, that is the most power you will ever have. And Kawhi had that power because he knew there were 3 teams that wanted him. And they were willing to do a lot to try and get him. The Clippers gave mortgage the most in NBA history. 5 first-round picks, 4 unprotected, 2 swaps, and 2 players. They had the leverage. They had no trends. But he couldn't get where he wanted to go when he was in San Antonio because he was under contract.
Right.
You're at their mercy. Okay, LeBron James, he gets Anthony Davis. Oh, he was a clutch kind. Well, hell, Paul George from Southern California. There's a connection. I believe, Skip Bayless and Stacks, that when guys pair up, it has more to do with a connection. Oh, that's my boy. Okay, I rock with you. I know you. We friends. Okay, we from the same area. Okay, we got the same agency. But they make it seem like, oh, Paul George. Not Paul George, Kevin Durant. I remember the time when people was killing Paul George when he was in Indiana. Even his first year the half the year in OKC. Last year he had a great season, 28, 8, and 5. And now he Kevin Durant. He Larry Bird. He done passed LeBron. For real? Is that where we are right now? I think Paul George is a phenomenal player. But stop it. We need to see more of this because I know what 6 gonna give us. Watch Anthony Davis playing with 6. You know.
6?
You know.
Oh, LeBron, I forget about that.
Do you ever forget? Oh, guess what? He'll remind you.
Bruce Lee Braun.
Old Kung Fu or Bruce Lee Braun.
Really?
Or Bruce Lee Braun.
Well, how about Kawhi Sose?
Yeah, you like
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that.
I like that, too.
Yeah.
I like that.
My man, Steven Jackson, just risked his friendship, his relationship, long-time relationship with number 2 from the days in San Antonio by being very objective and saying the king is not dead yet, right?
Dead, not dead.
But you're really talking about on the court. You're talking about in the basketball context.
Yes.
And I think the article we're talking about and the concept we're dealing with is more off the court. Because he did go Kawhi Sose on the league.
He did.
He took everybody for a ride and then took everybody to the cleaners because nobody saw it coming. He dropped the biggest stealth bomb ever dropped in the history of the league at about 2 a.m. in the morning, East Coast time, on very early Saturday morning because it knocked you out of bed, right?
Right.
It knocked me off my couch.
Yeah.
That's after we had an earthquake, right?
A third one.
A third one. That is correct. So the point is that she's writing about the power play that he just out LeBron. He beat LeBron at his own game. That he out-bossed the boss, because this was the all-time boss move, and you didn't see this coming.
Nobody did.
As close as you are to him, this was something. This is master manipulation. This is cold-blooded manipulation, because he was, I keep saying, you know, his old slogan in college was board man gets paid. It's chessboard man gets paid, because he's playing chess. Everybody else is out there trying to play checkers. Where's he going to go? It's conventional. No, there's no conventional wisdom. He's 3 moves ahead of everybody, because he tried for Kevin Durant. He tried for Kyrie. I guess he tried for Jimmy. I guess he did. I don't know what Jimmy was doing. But then he finally says, you know what? I'm going to go extract that guy from Oklahoma City. That's impossible.
Well, hold on, Skip. If he had this kind of leverage, why couldn't he get... Now, you mean to tell me San Antonio wouldn't take 4 first-round unprotected lottery pick and 2 players, 3 players for Kawhi? Why couldn't he get them to do that? Because he wanted to be in LA, right? Okay, Clippers and Lakers, for let's just say the Lakers. You mean to tell me, even though they did not want to trade him to the Lakers, if Magic calls up Popovich, R.C. Buford, whomever is doing the deal, says, I got 4 unprotected lottery picks, I got 2 players for you.
I think they were dug in San Antonio. We're not going to give him to the West. We're going to force him to go all the way to Canada for 1 year.
Even for 4 picks.
Okay.
I mean, think about it.
But that's how Pop moved. I'm not even close to the player Kawhi is.
Yeah.
Pop wouldn't even send me to a Western Conference team. So I know he wasn't going to send Kawhi to a Western Conference team.
There you go. Bingo. Okay. So the point was that he finally joins forces with the other guy who had snubbed LeBron for 2 straight years. They're both Southern California kids who grew up wanting to be Lakers, and they say, let's go to the Clippers because we don't want to play with him. Let's go team up against the king in his castle, Staples Center, right?
Right.
Now, that's a boss move of all time.
That is.
And it's gutsy. Now he's got to your point, now you got to back it up. And I don't know if they're capable of backing it up, those 2 together.
But when I look at Paul for what he did, he's like, okay, I get to OKC for half a season. We get bounced in the first round. But if I play with Russ, we're starting to figure each other out. If I play with Russ, I think we can make a deep playoff run. It becomes very, very easy. It becomes abundantly clear to Paul George. With Russ as his point guard, we're not winning a title. Skip, it's hard for a guard to lead your team to a playoff. We haven't seen it a whole lot. You got to go back to Kobe, Magic, Isaiah, those type guys that lead teams to titles. For the most part, it's a 6'9" and up league. If you got that guy and he's a superstar, he can take you places. Paul George came to the realization, bro, the same thing that KD came to. I'm not going to win here.
But to your point, I do agree with you, because for him to make a quiet announcement at 2 in the morning and how big it was, he didn't have to have a press conference like LeBron did to go to Miami. And his announcement was just as big. So to your point, you are right. His announcement
power.
and the way he did it, was a lot of power, because I guarantee you, Bron was thinking it was a possible chance that he was coming to the Lakers too.
No, I think he thought it was 95%.
Right. A lot of people actually thought that. Even me, knowing Kawhi, I was thinking he was going there. So that move was very powerful.
But here's the thing. It would have been very interesting to see if Sam Presti says, nah, I'm good. He got 3 more years on this deal. He got 2 more years on this deal. Nah, we good. What does Kawhi do? Is Kawhi going to Clippers by himself? Because, Skip, my guy's that dog. My dog went out the yard by himself with no collar, no chip in his neck, and came to the Lakers.
And missed the playoffs.
And your guy was all sneaky.
You heard that.
What? He missed the playoffs.
Okay.
No, but he went it alone. If Kawhi should have gone to the Clippers. Let's see what he would have done. We could have saw that.
He went to Toronto, though.
Hold on. Toronto won 59 games the year before. They were the #1 overall seed. Did they?
In the East?
I'm saying. And guess what? Toronto was still in the East when Kawhi played for them.
When the last time the champion came out the East? LeBron.
Yeah.
Right.
And where was LeBron last year?
When the next championship came out, Kawhi Leonard.
Let me ask you a question. Where was LeBron at? In the West?
He was in the West.
Oh, in the West?
At home watching with us.
In the West?
Okay, but what closes the boss deal what closes most powerful man deal is suddenly everybody realizes yesterday, wait a minute, it's only a 2-year commitment with the Clippers. So your man can't fight one thing. That's Father Time. He can't beat Father Time.
How you gonna hold him off though?
He might hold him off
doing
for a
it so
while.
far, though.
But okay, for 2 more years, whatever, that's you're 17 and 18.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these two guys are free again. So they could replace him on the Lakers, and then their childhood dreams would be completely realized. Maybe he fades into the sunset. This is boss. Kawhi's so say.
Where did they get this signing these short-term deals? LeBron.
The king.
Exactly. That's a Godfather.
Okay.
It was Frank Nitti.
but-
Frank Nitti was the enforcer.
But to quote Kawhi after the deal happened, his exact words, I always keep something under my sleeve.
Uh-huh.
Everybody wanted, he said, he told me in the text message, everybody wanted me to do what they wanted me to do. I took my time and made the decision I wanted to make.
I'm all for that.
Okay. Now, bottom line, you got to back it up.
You got to back it up.
All right.
We'll
but you
see.
know the king coming. You know that too, though.
I'm excited.
You know
I'm
that
excited.
Comeback season for the
That
A's.
first game
That's
in
what he-
Staples.
Ooh, I
We
gotta be
gotta
there.
leave it here, gentlemen, because we've
Yes,
got
ma'am.
much more to talk about. You're staying with us,
I will.
and we are
Yep.
talking about the Heat. And
Always.
would they be a contender if Russell Westbrook joined forces? Steven's got some scoop when Undisputed comes back.
Yes.